Hey guys, BigMikeMW today, bringing a video, and today we're going over British SAS kits and loadouts here in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. The last time we did this video, I think we did one in Modern Warfare 2019, we did one in Modern Warfare 2, and now we have some new weapons. So this will be pretty much, I think, all different weapons from the last one we did in Modern Warfare 2. So go ahead and get right into it here. We'll go through a couple of different loadouts and weapon builds here for British SAS in Modern Warfare 3. So first off, operator-wise, obviously you're going to want some of the British SAS guys. You have Soap, I think, is clearly the best to use. We have some pretty good operator skins for him. Capturing kills really good. Another one that I do really like, obviously you have Ghost, Price, the main crew for sure. Another one that I like, there is a really good Modern Warfare one here, Batam. So he is British SAS. I believe SAS. He's at least running that Union Jack there. So you could definitely use Ray Scottish in the, but he's got the Union Jack. So he could definitely be one for sure. He's a really good operator kit to kit out here also. So either of those would be really good. Batam or Soap, I think is a nice one. So we'll go with, you can see Soap there, and then if I go ahead and change team, Batam. So Batam, I like the look for sure. He's got more of an urban SAS loadout look to him with the jeans. So him or Soap, really good. Let's go ahead and jump into the builds here. So first up, the H&K G36 KA4 will be the first one here. So this one, the Holger 556, is obviously a weapon we had in Modern Warfare 2019. Didn't have it in Modern Warfare 2. So the Holger 556, what you're going to want is the Banner 80 light barrel. So there's a couple different variants of the G36. Obviously, you have the base G36. You have the G36C, the G30 with the Cross X here. You have the G36K A4 barrel with the Banner 80 light barrel. And then you have the G36 standard or E for export variant. Pretty much with either of these, the old school handguard versus a new school handguard. But we're going to go with the KA4 here. This Banner 80 going to give us good mobility and ergo. 1 milliwatt pack, just again, nice looking PEC 15 on the side pack. Gonna run the BPZ40 hybrid. Optics are personal preference for this one, but I like this one. Just gives you a 5x5, and you have a canted mounted red dot or an RMR on this one. For the buttstock here, we're gonna run the Holger 26 factory. Give you some recoil control as well as be the correct buttstock here for the G36. And then we're going to run just any grip. I think the Lockwood Precision is a good clean one here on this one. Unfortunately, we don't have the custom or the, I guess, proprietary H&K grenade launcher that comes with the G36 in real life. That's kind of a bummer because it is a really aesthetically pleasing grenade launcher that I would have really liked to have on this gun. But this is still a pretty good one. So the H&K G36 KA4 looks really clean here. Next up, we'll just cover these two in the firing range together. We're going to go with the AW50. So the Arctic Warfare 50 sniper rifle. So for this one, pretty standard build here, obviously. I think we covered this one in the last one, too, with the Modern Warfare 2 loadout. We have some different attachments here. This is the only repeat weapon, too. But we are different attachment-wise. We're going with the Cassius brake here. It looks more like a tank brake, honestly, like a more new school one for this because it is a 50 cal. So we're going to run the Cassius brake. Again, it's going to give you good horizontal recoil. Not that that really matters with a sniper rifle. Going to run the long barrel here, 33.5 super for max damage at range and velocity. Going to run that Raptor optic there for the rangefinder and the 13 times magnification. FTAC Homeland buttstock for aim idle stability. This one's personal preference. You can really kind of run any of these. Honestly, there's really no right or wrong with this one. The only one I wouldn't run is the XRK Rise 50. That does not belong on the rifle, but the other ones are good. And then we're going to go ahead and run the bipod on this. So just any bipod is fine. Here I'm running, I believe, the level aim. But again, the AW50, 50 cal, 50 BMG sniper rifle here, used by the British SAS. Nice, clean looking sniper rifle for sure. That's the only repeat one from Modern Warfare 2. Go ahead and jump in the firing range here. See G36. I mean, it looks awesome. Unfortunately, they really blew the rate of fire with this. So if you really wanted to get a more accurate rate of fire, you could build the same thing with the G30, the Holger 556 equivalent in the LMG category. you'll just have a 40 round mag instead of a 30. But you can build the same exact thing, and it'll have a correct rate of fire. Here, it's a very slow rate of fire, which is why I typically prefer to use the light machine gun version over this when I'm building the G36, just because the rate of fire is more accurate with that one. But again, good looking assault rifle for sure. Go to the AW50 here. Again, 50 BMG. Good thing with the bipod is you can obviously mount it laying down, which is nice, and prone. So, super clean. Love that sniper rifle. Go ahead and jump out. Next, we're going to run the KS1. So, this is a brand new Knights Armament Company assault rifle that was adopted by the British military. So, it stands to reason that it will be used by British SAS. So, the KS1, we did do a separate conversion video on this also a while back. We're going to run the bore head 3D suppressor. Looks like the proprietary one that comes with the weapon. 1 milliwatt pack, again, just the correct PEC 15 design. Going to run the TX4 Havoc. I just like the way this one looks. It's like a more modernized type L-can. You guys can run whatever you want on this. I think typically you see it with LPVOs, things like that, with top or canter mounted RMRs, which we do have those in game. So any of these are fine. Really no right or wrong optic there. We're going to run the salt mod stock of the Turret Span 9, and then any angled foregrip I feel like is appropriate here. So here we're going to run the FTech RS9 Stealth. Going to give you some good horizontal control at the cost of vertical. But again, KS1, going to run the clay camo on there. Clean looking weapon for sure. Again, I'm pretty sure it's developed by Knights Armament Company, unless I'm just completely mistaken there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from my recollection, I thought it was a Knights Armament Company design. It is a really nice weapon. This is as close as we can get to it. Obviously, that stock, this is an M4, but the British run a lot of basically like the C8s, C7s are essentially just Colt. It could be a Colt, actually, this one, the KS1. I can't remember, but British basically run the same thing we do in the United States, just they use Colt for their main manufacturer most of the time. So KS1, really nice assault rifle there, just recently adopted last year. Submachine gun, we're going to, or the PDW, I guess we would really call this one, is the UMP45. Gonna run the ECS suppressor on this. This is the one that came with the MP9. I didn't even realize it was available on other weapons. So that's really cool to see. So you get the built-in laser with this. This is a 9x19 suppressor, so it's not accurate. You would want a bigger suppressor for 45 ACP. But aesthetically, it looks awesome. So I had to put it on there. I'm going to run the, I believe this is a Hollow Sun optic here, the Dragon's Eye. 45 round mag for the correct 30 round stick mag design. And a Lockwood precision grip, and then you can go ahead and choose any other fifth attachment that you would want. But this is the H&K UMP45 firing 45 ACP. Really nice looking weapon. Go ahead, jump into the gun range. First with the KS1. I just love the way this optic looks. It really is a shame we didn't get a lot of these weapons and at least attachments brought into like Modern Warfare 2's DMZ at least, you know, because it is part of Warzone. I feel like it would have been really cool if we had that. And this is a clean optic, very accurate. Like, this is an accurate build right there. I was pulling down too much on it, honestly. Very little recoil with this particular build. So obviously you swap out any option for a 60 round magazine, you have a lot more ammo to pack there. So that's the KS1. Go ahead and swap over to the UMP45. And this thing, I always just love the look of the UMP45. It looks really aesthetically pleasing in games, for sure, in real life. But from the first-person perspective, it just looks awesome. I remember running this so much in Battlefield 3 back in the day. A lot of fun. And I think they definitely did it justice here in Modern Warfare 3. This is a great weapon. Pretty accurate rate of fire. Really nice. The UMP45, just a great looking weapon. I always love that in video games. Looks good there. So backing out, two more options here. We have, can't do British SAS weapon builds or videos for that matter without the MP5 SD. So the Lockman Shroud, for whatever reason they made this its own weapon. Another example of Infinity Ward, I think, biding their time. because they probably had to hand over a lot of their assets to Sledgehammer for Modern Warfare 3's development, because this should have just been a simple barrel attachment like it was in Modern Warfare 2019 for the MP5. But here we have a whole new weapon firing a 3-round burst for whatever reason, which makes no sense, but we'll go with it. Just going to run the base weapon with any laser, any optic is fine. Here we're running an aim point and a Lockwood Precision. This is our MP5 SD with that telescopic buttstock there. Again, nothing too fancy with this. You don't need anything too fancy. They really did not do justice to the handguard internal suppressor design with this either. It doesn't look correct at all. It doesn't look like an integrally suppressed weapon whatsoever. Really, it looks like this suppressor just threaded onto the muzzle at the end of the handguard. But in real life, that is not the case. So I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did the way they did. But we do have an MP5 SD for what it's worth in Modern Warfare 3. So that's good to have. We didn't have that in Modern Warfare 2. And then last up, this is a marksman rifle. This is going to be the British L12 9A1 or the L129 129 A1, however you want to say it. Marksman rifle. So this is a 20-round mag, 7.62 by 51 millimeter marksman rifle. Pretty much derived, from the same pattern as the HK417, SR25, M110s. So what we're going to do is run the Tempest turret. And we're going to run a 16-inch barrel for the correct barrel length. We're going to run the turret tack guard. Going to give us more of a on-point handguard with the L129 or the 129 with the rail covers there on the right-hand side at least. And, of course, this always happens. You can see there as we go ahead and get back in there. We also had the ACOG with the top-mounted RMR for the optic on there. And then we're going to go ahead and use a bipod as well. So bipod, the guard, the bipod, then you have, so that is all 5. So barrel, laser, optic, the torrent tack guard, and the level aim. So that's our L129A1 marksman rifle. Really clean looking. Now, I wish we could do just straight black with the rail covers tan, because that's what we would want it to be in real life, but unfortunately we can't do that. Maybe in the future Call of Duty will go down the road of allowing you to change different attachment colors instead, kind of like something like Ghost Recon does. Now here's our MP5 SD. It's a 3-round burst. It doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is. You can tap fire it pretty quick to make it seem full auto-ish. Regardless, it still looks really cool. So, whether or not they messed up the design for whatever reason they did that, it still is pretty accurate. It's just not nearly what it was in Modern Warfare 2019, which is unfortunate. Next up, we have the L12981 or 129, however you want to say it. In real life, this is modeled after the SR25, but again, they're very similar weapons. Very beefy sounding. So that's the L129A1. Those are all the British SAS weapons here. We don't have any light machine guns that they use. We don't have the L85s, anything like that here in game, unfortunately. Let me know your thoughts down below. Any weapons I missed, weapons you would like to see added to the game for British SAS, any operator skins. Let me know down below. Till next time, this is Buffner Gaming with British SAS loadouts, Modern Warfare 3. Till next time, Buffner Gaming, out.